Hello everyone, here we are again. This is now our fourth video in the past few months, so we seem to be doing this a bit more. I'm at the storage yard and I'm just checking everything's okay and make sure the leisure battery, our new leisure battery, is okay. Seems to be. We've got the little solar panel at the top there, charging it up, or keeping it topped up. I won't say charging it up, it can barely charge a calculator, but it, it trickle charges it. It's nice and sunny. Got the curtains closed because it's too sunny and it's glaring inside here. Anyway, I thought I'd do another video because we've decided to call ourselves something. I know we've caught the bug, not only the caravan bug, but we've caught the videoing bug, and brings us on to our new name, the Carabug Adventures. I don't know why we called that. I haven't a clue. Maybe it's because I'm a bit of a fan of a certain sci-fi comedy. I don't know, but that's what we're called. I'm sure a lot of you will know what I'm talking about. Yes, I could be a little bit obsessed by it, but I think it suits it because we've caught the bug. So here we are. I'm just having a look over it, and I'm just going to show you a few things that we've bought, that we've needed, and the essentials, but also some extra things that make life easy. So that's thanks to the Trunnions. Have I said that right? I don't know. On their YouTube channel, and also Helen and Dave Caravantastics. Well, I know we've got loads to do yet, but we're settling in quite well, and yeah, let's just show you a few things anyway. As you can see, it's quite full already. The obligatory Waste Master, aqua roll, gas bottle, watering can, but as you can see down there, there's a chock. There's an extra roll of waste pipe for when we go super hookup, so it goes directly into a drain rather than into your Waste Master. Very handy. There's also a hose behind there somewhere, around the back there anyway, and that connects into your aqua roll via a float, like in your toilet system, that allows you to hook up to the water, and it just fills up as it empties, just like a water system, so it saves you filling up the aqua roll. Brilliant idea. Unfortunately, the kit I got was from Temu, and it wasn't very good, so I'm going to have to get a proper one. Nevertheless, yeah, it did work to a fashion, and now I understand it. Getting a better one suited for the job is definitely needed. What else have we got in here? A few rags. There's also some silicone spray. There's the hose down there. We have some Aquachem blue toilet, and reach back here, that's for the system, the pink. Silicone spray, handy to have. And that, foam cleaner, just something that I've got. There's a brush and an extendable cleaning brush down there for every time we come back from a trip. Well, when I say every time, it's been twice so far, but it's been in October and into New Year, January. It's been very wet and very muddy, and when we got back, the caravan was a bit of a mess, so it needs to clean down, but it's not too bad. It's still reasonably clean. Yes, security, as you can see. Security. I'll put the details on in a bit. You'll see them come up. But for the tow hitch, there's also this one here. You can see there. That locks in there, so you can't hook up so it acts like a lock for your tow ball. And also I have a wheel lock. Again, I'll put the details up. Not the expensive ones, I know, but it does the job. And having that combined with the tow hitch and the ball lock, it just gives a deterrent really, because it's going to be harder to take it rather than someone that doesn't have any security. So hence why we've got that. Okay. As mentioned before on our first video, bit of a moany one, granted, but I had my reasons. Didn't have a leisure battery, but now we do. It's 130 amp leisure battery, can't you see? And it's 130 amp because we have the Motorola, and you need that extra oomph to use the Motorola. Okay, you're only going to use it for a maximum of a couple of minutes, but having a 70 amp, 80 amp, not going to cut it. You've got to have at least 100, maybe 110, just for that extra oomph. Yeah, the isolator, that's for your hookup for electric, and that's an external aerial if you want a TV or to you in the summer, I suppose. Now this thing, hear that? That is so annoying, and that's for your water. And when it was doing that, oh boy, did that keep us awake over New Year, because we were having, well, as you can see from the other videos, quite a bit of wind. Taped it down as an interim period, but I've learned since then a normal elastic band that will suffice, and you put it round the lid that goes round your electric, your water pipe going into it, hook it up into it, and it just keeps it nice and tight, and it stops it doing that horrible rattle. Because believe me, when you're inside trying to get to sleep, it can sound like there's thunder. Okay, one of the first things we bought was actually before the caravan. It was one of these. Now this, I think, is very handy. As you can see, it's from Halfords, so a bit of advertising for them. However, 6-in-1 jump starter power pack. I find this incredibly handy. It has not only the capacity of jumping your car, but it also has an AC adapter there, as you can see. It also has a light, that's bright, if you need it, and also on the back it has a compressor. Very handy. Bits and pieces are in there, as you can see. There's the charger, and here's the pipe and the valve to go onto your tyres to blow them up. I know it's obvious, but sometimes it's not. Mirror extensions. You're going to need these. I think it is now legal requirement. I'm not 100% sure, but at the end of the day, it's an obvious thing to have. If you can't see behind your caravan, or sorry, at the side of your caravan towards the back end, then you're not going to be able to see when you pull out of junctions and turn onto A roads and motorways. So yeah, you're going to have to get these. These are quite cheap. These are from Halfords again. They do the trick, and yes, they vibrate a bit. You can get more expensive ones, but invest in some of these. Fire extinguisher. This one's dry chemical powder, so inside this environment you can pretty much put anything out with it. Caravan fires are very few and far between, but when they do happen, they will spread rapidly. because of what the caravans are made of. It's quite obvious. Getting one of these or a blanket, it'd be handy to have a blanket, rig it up somewhere. We don't have a blanket, but we have this at hand literally behind us when we're in the kitchen. It's just a peace of mind. Hopefully we'll never ever use it, so just handy to have as well. Okay. Something else we found very handy, one of them. This is a time saver, and it is very much needed to wind up your steadies. This, you've got the cranking handle, do it by hand. If you've done that, it takes forever. If you've never done it before, I suggest that you do it at least once to get the feel of how far your legs go down, because you don't want to start lifting the chassis, because that can bend, because actually it's not on the chassis, they are rails coming off the chassis, and all these steadies do, as the name suggests, they steady. So they're just to support it, so it gets the feel, so you're not going to actually start bending the underneath of the caravan. By getting one of these and one of these, the battery's not on it, it's on charge. These are brilliant. Everyone's got these on site now. You'll hear them as soon as they turn up. Within a few minutes, you'll hear them whirring away to wind down the legs or wind up the legs. I think that was about 12 quid, 10, 12 quid, something like that, from Amazon. B&Q, I think that was about 30 quid. You can get them cheaper than that. If you want it solely just to wind up your legs, yeah, it's definitely worth the investment. So yeah, definitely get that. You can't do without it. Also, worth having is a toolkit, which I shall now grab, and with video magic, you're going to see no link, and you're going to think I've had it all the time. Bear with. Where the bloody hell is it? Toolkit, definitely needed, and with a little bit more video magic, you'll see the contents. I haven't actually used this one yet. Brand spanking new, again off Amazon, but you can get these B&M, B&Q, Home Base, I think, even probably Tesco's. Aldi do one. Dare say Lidl do as well. 20 quid, 25 quid, probably even cheaper. Well, just a handy thing to have. You're going to come across the odd maintenance to do when you're away, and it's a peace of mind that you've got something like this that will fit most things around the caravan. Yeah, so definitely worth getting hold of. It's a bit bright up there, isn't it? The other thing's not so important, but can be important. You start filling your drawers full of stuff. Let me show you what I mean. Well, Pure Clean, definitely needed for when you're cleaning out the system. Go into that at a later date. Definitely worth having. That's a two-way one, as you can see, for rocking axle way to make sure you level on your axles, and back and forward and back. It's not going to be perfect because I'm in the storage yard, but as you can see, it's not too bad actually, and that was a guess. Anyway, these are the elastic bands to put around those flaps outside to stop them flapping around, especially on your water, because that's always open when it's connected to your water system. Yes, have to get some elastic bands to put around them, stop them flapping about. We have a first aid kit in the car, a lot of people do, but it's not a bad idea to have a few of these first aid bits and pieces in the drawer just in case you need them at hand. Black Nasty, or gaffer tape. Well, it does what it says on the tin. Handy for emergency repairs, temporary repairs. And these as well, these are gloves, rubber gloves. I can use their nickname then. Just keep your hands clean when you're doing dirtier jobs. pins. Yeah, well, the pins for this. This is our map. And as you can see, that's home. And these are the two places we've been so far. That is it. But we're hoping over the years to fill this map of places that we've been to. It's just a little something that we put on the wall. And of course, when it's raining, you need one of these. Hello, you can see me. 32-inch TV. Built-in DVD. And as you can see, it will twist round and fold up, and we can watch it in bed as well. Quick leak repair putty, handy to have. Obviously we've not used it yet, but you never know, you might need it. Have a leak, so it's just handy to have. It's like a putty stuff that you manipulate in your hand like plasticine and put it around the leak, and it will stop the leak straight away, I've been told, and told by a plumber as well. Spare batteries, a torch, spare leads, spare plug adapters, bungees, tea, sugar, coffee. Worth putting them in jars. What we haven't learnt yet, the sugar, actually the sugar's not too bad, it's a little bit damp, and it will do, even though these caravans are very good of not getting damp. But the sugar will attract moisture, and we've got a jar there and I haven't even used it yet, so we need to put the sugar in the jar, and then that will keep that nice and dry. See these little baskets to put stuff in? Yes, they work. They stop the stuff rattling about and damaging them, so definitely worth getting hold of. Again, just a few quid from various shops. You can get them. B&M, I think, do them. Dunelm, Tesco's, places like that. Just handy to have. Yeah, you can have plastic ones. We just got these ones because Kay likes them. And, but there's another one of these baskets that Kay got hold of, and it just locks everything nicely. None of this, well, they move around, but they'll be secured obviously when we travel. But that's all locked in nicely. Yeah, does the trick. As you can see, the solar panel's charging the battery. But also we have this bubble wrap between the plates. There's a towel there as well to cushion other plates, and it does work. We've been on a couple of trips now, no breakages so far. Another top tip, this was from the Trunnions and Caravantastic. Bubble wrap to put round the lid of the cooker, just to make it a little bit more secure when you're travelling and stop it vibrating. And it's literally just wraps round the lid, that falls down, and it just keeps it secure. So there you have it. That's it. Nothing really else to add, just that we'll keep learning, and as we're learning we'll record it, and then we'll cut out the mistakes because we don't want to embarrass ourselves. But no, this is what it's all about, isn't it? It's a learning curve. So there you go. Hope it's been some sort of help towards you newbies, we newbies. Gives you an idea. I say jump right in. It's great. We love it. Yeah. So until next time, drive safely. Happy caravanning. See you soon.